Hey there, I'm back with another episode of Kerbal Space Program. Last episode, we returned from Minmus. We unlocked a whole bunch of stuff. We got so much science, I wasn't sure what to do with it all. But I used it. We've unlocked the next level of command pod, we've unlocked this. I unlocked this one purely for the Clampotron docking ports. Precision engineering gives us a new probe body as well as some more construction components. We got advanced electronics, more solar panels, always good. We've got these thermal radiator things. I still don't know what they're used for. So yeah, but yeah, though they're there. None of my ships have had a problem overheating on their own yet, only coming through the atmosphere, so I don't know if that's going to make any difference. But this episode, we're going to launch the first piece of our space station. So in the space station contract... Hang on. Come on, stay open. There we go. It tells you what you need. So here we go. All it says is put your station in orbit. It doesn't give you a specific orbit. It just has to be in orbit around Kerbin. So it means I can basically put it wherever I want. Obviously it needs to be a new ship. It needs to have an antenna, a docking port can generate power. Easy enough. It has note. Yeah, at least it must be a new ship. Yeah. It has to have at least 10 cables on board, a research lab, 4,000 units of liquid fuel. Now, I believe that means it has to actually have 4,000 units of fuel, not just the capacity to hold 4,000 units, and stability for 10 seconds, use whatever. So I built the first part. I don't know where it is, station 1. There it is. So I figured... Oh, I've got it. Oh, sorry about that. Hay fever is absolutely killing me. Yeah, so I figured the first stage is going to be this. I'm going to launch it along with the hub to extend it. This can hold 2 Kerbals, so that's 2 of 10. And then these things, utility, these things hold 4 each. So that means the next launch needs to contain 2 of these, and it just so happens that 2 of them is exactly the same as one of them. So basically I'm going to reuse this rocket but replace that with 2 of these things. Replace this probably with some command or science thing or something like that, but basically it keeps the weight down. The other thing is I've got a thing there with all these fuel lines. The reason is 4,000 units is a lot. I didn't realise how much 4,000 units was. These tanks, which is the biggest tank I have, only holds 1,400. So that means for 4,000 units, I need 3 of these. 3. And they need to be full. That's a lot of fuel. So what I did was, I don't want to be carrying all this extra weight into space. I don't need the rocket engines. I don't need all this extra stuff. So what I'm doing is, I've set the fuel lines up so it will drain the fuel all the way through, but once I jettison it, it will keep these 2 empty tanks on the top. And then they'll be empty, or they'll be very, very low at least. And what I can do is, as I bring up the other modules and attach them on, I'll bring up a little bit of fuel each time and just empty it into these tanks. And eventually I will hit that 4,000, or rather I'll hit with these 3,000. And then hopefully I'll have a ship that can hold 1,000, which I'll just dock on to get this mission, and then I can undock it and blah blah blah. I still don't know how these science modules work, but he's there, and I think... No, we don't have any crew. I've got in here a bunch of stuff. I've got batteries, I've got the crew, sorry, the pod core thing and whatever. So that's like a control unit in there. It's all hidden inside that. So we're going to send up scientists, I think, because I think that's going to give you the maximum. So hang on, we've got Drezor. He's already 1 star, so that's good. I will send up one of these new ones. Excellent. This will just jettison, blah blah blah. There's nothing new there. I think other than that, everything should be good. Oh, we've also got a mission to dock 2 vessels, which is good because I'll be docking at least 1. Oh, hang on, we've got some of these as well. Test TR2C stack. Hang on, we can do these. I love these part of things. You can just attach them wherever. So I've got to test the TR2C stack separator. What does that look like? TC stack. Right, hang on. So it is that. Let me just leave it there for a sec. And TT70 radial decoupler, which is that. So what we do is we're going to make sure we're jettisoning away from any buildings. You go on there, and boom, you go on there. So yeah, there we go. So that'll get those 2 test missions. Science data on the moon. Blah, 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 blah. Boom, excellent. Save and launch. It's just called Station 1 at the moment. I'll rename it once it's all up in space. I can't remember the name of the person who's given me the contract actually. So we'll just check. Right, so this should give us our first mission. No, 1. Oh, that didn't get very far. Wasn't a big enough explosion to destroy the pad. That's fine. Next one. And we'll go further. 2 missions complete. Excellent. So, autopilot on. Engines up to full. I think now it's going to be. I originally wanted this just to be a science station because it's all going to give me the mission. But I realised, seeing as it's forcing me to send up all this fuel, I might as well turn it into a refueling depot. Now, it needs to be somewhere useful. Having it just in a low orbit is probably not that great. I'll actually put it up in a pretty substantial orbit, somewhere like halfway between us and the moon, which is 11 million meters. I don't know how far I'm going to get with this first launch. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So engines on full and launch. Okay, so we're getting close to space now. And what I've got is I've got another engine. It's a smaller engine, much more efficient. I'm going to switch to that once I'm at a good enough altitude. Oh, I'm actually pretty much popped myself in space there. So we're going to jettison. Oh, hang on. Oh, no. Hopefully that won't. Hopefully that's not going to go into too high an orbit. Right. That shouldn't be too bad. Let's try not to hit that. Ooh, straight past it. That's good. So we've got fuel now. This engine's way more efficient than the previous one. So I'm going to bring this up now. I think 500 is a good starting number. Plenty of fuel. Yeah, so we have 2,800 capacity. 512, close enough. Right, let's get these panels out before we lose power. And bring us around. Oh, we're not actually in space yet. There we go. It's this. I'm slightly worried about the debris, that it might not. Oh, one of them's definitely going to come back down. I think I was too high when I jettisoned it. Should have done it earlier. Right. Yeah, there's not a lot of control on this thing. Spin ourselves around. And round our orbit off. So we're at 500,000 kilometers here. As I said, I'll probably put it at around 5. 505, 520 here, good enough. And we've only got 400 units of fuel, so that's nowhere near enough. Right, so let's have a look how this works now. This science lab. Start research, transmit science. Start research. Rate 0.0 science per day. Wow, my power thing is going crazy. So it's using power. No, oh no, comms devices. Okay, so the next module is going to have a comms device on it. It looks like it can only hold... Right, so hang on, we can... Yeah. The ones that don't have the covers can't be retracted. Aha. So, 4 panels is just enough power to run the science lab. As long as they're all facing the sun like that. So, we'll... Yeah, just regular stability system. Okay. So this is the start of the space station. Doesn't seem to be generating any science, though. I don't know if that's because these guys are not very high level or because it's not... I need something first. I don't know. Either way. Part 1 of the ship is done. Where is it? So yeah, so we've ticked 3 things now. So we still need to add... So we got the docking port and we got generate power. We still need to add an antenna. We need 8 more Kerbals and way more fuel. So I shall go and build the next stage. And here's the rocket part 2. We're currently on our way into orbit. We should easily get into orbit. So whether or not we have enough fuel to do everything else is another thing. I'm going to jettison the nose cone a little bit earlier this time. So we're not going to take the whole backstage with us into orbit this time. It's just this centre bit here. Hang on, let's disable that. Start rounding us off a bit. Dump this stage as soon as we have the opportunity. So we jettison the cone on that, and I want to activate this. Where's the nose? Oh, don't crash into the nose. I've hit the nose, but it's all good. Have I, like, become attached to it? Oh, God. We have RCS. Can we detach ourselves? We can, that's good. Right, so it's pushing away now. Okay, let's recenter ourselves, RCS off, back to staging mode. Right, how are we looking? Right, that could have gone worse, I suppose. So yeah, this stage is basically 2 crew modules. They're both empty, there's no guys on board. And I've got some more fuel. Hopefully I will have plenty of fuel left over to, well, not plenty, but enough to transfer a bunch into its holding tanks. Let's get up to about 150. Yeah, that's enough. Right, now the only thing is, we're going to go into the dark side now. So, we're going to start draining our battery. Yeah, it's the good. Plenty of battery power. Right, let's see. Set as target. Well, we're lower, which means we're faster. We're miles out, so, okay. Let's get into orbit first, and we'll worry about a rendezvous after. Alright, so we're in orbit. Let's figure this out. We've got plenty of power. There we go. Boom. Let's just... There we are. Perfect. Oh, we don't... Well, okay. So it's an 11-second burn in 22 minutes. Now, can we do warp 2? No. Let's warp. It's the blue one we want. Oh, I hate it when it's like really difficult to put your pointer. Warp here. Okay, so I've done the rendezvous. So we'll set that as target. I couldn't not get this thing working. I'm having to do it using all the stupid separate controls. Which are these ones? Oops, wrong one. Okay. Go forward. Alright, just gonna get below it and then basically stop, and then we'll figure out from there. It doesn't seem to put any of the markers on the screen. It's really annoying. I don't know if it's... No. Oh, well, that would have highlighted everything. Okay. So, now we need to go this way a bit. And stop. And then we'll rotate ourselves. Everything seems to be reversed, which is odd. And stop. Okay. Set as... yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. And now it is just a matter keeping ourselves centered. There's no lights, which is a shame. Should have thought about that. I think we've got it though. Boom. One giant station. Okay, so let's have a look. We should now have facility for 10. Yes. So now the only one we need to tick is... we still need an antenna. And we still need more fuel. We don't have any fuel left in that side, basically. How are we looking on this? Is it generating science yet? It is still not generating science. I don't know how to actually make that happen. Never mind. I wonder if they need science. EVA report. Keep data. Oh, so there's now science data in there. Nope, nothing. Okay, never mind. So we're going to deorbit this thing now. Hopefully, should have enough fuel. So we decouple. So switch to that. Just going to wait until we have a bit of clearance. In fact, let's... So... come on. We'll figure out how much fuel it uses. I had 100 units of liquid fuel. And... it used about 50. Okay, so I'll know in future now, I literally need 50 units of fuel left in this thing to deorbit. So let's switch back to the... no, we don't have a space station. Too far away. No, hang on. Switch to... okay, so... the station's there. So the next stage is we're going to add a science module on there, probably with like one of every science experiment, and it'll also need an antenna, but whatever. And then we just need to refuel the thing, send up a couple of refueling rush missions. As I said, because I think one of them weighs about how much that does, so I could actually send up just a ship dedicated to refueling. It's not actually generating any science. It's really annoying. I wonder if it can't generate until it has an antenna. Maybe that's the problem. Anyway, never mind. I'll figure that one out next episode. Until then, I shall see you and goodbye.